In this video, we're going to be writing an equation of a line given the y-intercept and another point on the graph. Okay, so to do this, we're going to first identify where the y-intercept is. That's going to be our b in y is equal to mx plus b. Okay, and then we can count the slope. Remember, if it moves up as you're going from left to right, it's a positive slope. If it moves down as you're going from left to right, it's a negative slope. Okay, so we'll count the slope and figure it out based on what we count. Okay, so let's look at this first one. So we need to know first where across the y-axis, the y-intercept, that's right there at 2. So your y-intercept is at y equals 2, or you could write it as the point 0, 2. Okay, and then our slope we need to count. So let's see, we have these 2 points here. It goes up 2, so rise of 2. And how far does it run? 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so from this point to this point, it went up 2 and 8 to the right. And it's going up, so we know it's a positive slope. Okay, so that reduces, we divide top and bottom by 2 into 1 over 4. Okay, so once you have your b, and our b in this case is 2, and that's our y-intercept, and our slope is equal to 1 over 4, then you can write the equation. Y is equal to 1 over 4 x plus 2. Okay, so looking at the next problem, first thing you may notice is that the graph is moving down as you go from left to right, so it's going to have a negative slope. So remember, we're using y is equal to mx plus b. So the b is the y-intercept. It looks like that's at 3. So the y-intercept is the point 0, 3, or you could say b is equal to 3, since that's what it represents in this formula. Okay, and the m you need to count. So it goes from this point to this point. So it goes to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So m is equal to 4. And then it goes down. That's where the negative comes from. 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. So that's negative 4. Okay, so 4 divided by negative 4 reduces into negative 1. Okay, so now that we have our b and we have our m, we can just write it down. Y is equal to, m is negative 1, so negative 1x plus b, so plus 3. And we don't need that negative 1 because it's implied, so we can say y is equal to negative x plus 3. Okay, let's take a look at the last one here. Again, slope looks like it's negative, it's going down. Okay, so we're using y is equal to mx plus b. Let's find our b first, our y-intercept. That's where we cross. It looks like it's right here in the middle, okay, of the coordinate grid. Okay, so that will be 0. Okay, and then our slope, starting from this point, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right. So m is positive 6 divided by, and then go down 1, 2, 3, 4. Since we're going down, that's a negative 4. And then if you reduce this by dividing the top and bottom by 2, stick that negative out front as well, you'll get 3 over 2. So your slope is negative 3 over 2. Plug it in, y is equal to negative 3 over 2x plus 0. You don't need the 0, so y is equal to negative 3 over 2x is your equation.